Let me get your tickets, bro.
Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. We're live. It's live. It's live. Just letting you know.
I'm gonna go with you and your girl. I mean, me and your girl.
Yeah, you a sick
Or
nigga.
she go,
You bringing that back again?
Oh, it'd be. I'm about to say nah, nigga.
Hey, the door. Wes, can you do me a favor? Can you grab the door real quick? I think it's Chuck. I think he forgot something.
I was just kidding about getting a ticket.
Yeah. Or
Nah, I'm off Saturday. I'm off.
yep. I knew it.
I'm off.
I already knew it.
I was just telling.
You're that nigga was big hungry with a little bit of the tree and a hen dog. Oh, it's one of them days. Yeah. We feeling good, feeling great out here in another day of the one and only. The one and only.
Oh, D-Tree?
Oh, yes, D-Tree.
Yeah, we blessed and highly favored at all times, everybody.
Every day, all the time, man. This shit feel good. This shit feels good, man. I'm happy to have another episode to kick it with y'all niggas, to kick it with my friends, to just see another beautiful day. I'm going to go ahead, check the live, check the streams, make sure everything's all the way up. I see why people usually have a team.
Yeah, it makes stuff so much easier.
Because
I got a vibe at that point.
Exactly. Everybody falls into
energy.
Right. Let me see. All right, yeah, waiting for Ty. That's what I called it. Episode 75. Can you believe it's 70? We've gone through 75 of these motherfuckers. Of all ass, because I don't take the time.
75 weeks, man? Is that 75 weeks? Is
about 75 weeks. About 75 weeks. Some of them in the beginning were kind of me, like, stacking. So probably like the first 40 were like me being on it every day. But like these other ones have just been like week by week. And
I feel like once everybody came back, it was solid. It was consistent. You know
you can pull the mic closer and just sit on back.
Yeah, but I don't want to smack in the mic. Like if I come here, I'm gonna be. You feel me? So let me come here. I can eat. If I need to say something, I could pull up and speak. You know.
Right.
But right now, I'm just enjoying my meal.
Compliments
to Danielle. Thank you so much.
Come on now.
One thing I've realized about myself is I only eat like quality amounts of food.
Yeah.
If I'm with people, like eating for me is really more of a social thing than a living thing. Like if I'm eating by myself, I really just eat to live. Like I don't eat to.
Bro, did we call it the dog food diet? The dog food diet back at Hemlock?
Young and fitty, we want all blues.
Listen, niggas do not.
Dog food.
Listen, oh wait, Hana just put a comment up there, but I don't think it's big enough for me to see. I'm gonna see if I can increase the size. I don't know how to increase the size of the chat box. That's what sucks about this. A participation, what does that say, participation? Participant.
Oh, you're trying to make this chat box bigger?
Yeah, I don't know how. That's what sucks. It just makes it, yeah.
Can you hit Command Zoom on it?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, Command Plus, and I'm not getting any feedback.
Hit them 3 dots, see if you can zoom in at the top.
I mean, if anything, I could probably double. Yeah, I can't even double tap, because usually on Safari you can double tap. I can't get it. I can't. Yeah, this is where it helps to have that behind the scenes.
She said, I thought you was tossing them plants.
Tossing what?
She said, I thought you was tossing them plants.
Yeah, no, I am. I haven't had time. To be honest with you, a lot has gone on. There's been a lot of updates in my life, and y'all know how much I love to just tell the internet.
He been leveling up. We been leveling up.
Leveling up, going down to go up.
Making it happen. You got to shed that old weight so you can fly. You know what I'm saying?
That's what they have to say. That's what usually niggas say right after a fuck up. I had to get rid of old weight. I had to.
This shit is true, bro. It's true. It's very, very true.
There's an element of truth in it, but also you got to understand that some niggas really be fucking up. Like, that's just the truth of it all. I'll let you go ahead. Get your shit off. For those who don't know who's chewing right now, we got the one and only D-Tree of D-Tree Productions. Listen, he is.
How's it going, everybody?
Listen, he is been with us every step of the way of building this entire empire that we know as Killjoy, Mohammed Cook, the video man usually behind the cameras. You guys very well know. If I were to summarize D-Tree, I would summarize him as the landscaper gone lens. That would be the landscaper gone lenses, because he's turned labor in a different way.
Yeah, so we did construction for like the first 15, 20 years of life. If you got a house, we could build that thing, break it down, and build that thing back up again, whatever you want. But I got tired of that heat, you know what I'm saying? It's hot outside, digging them trenches.
Yes.
Digging under them houses.
Yes.
On them roofs, laying them shingles and them tiles, you know what I'm saying? I got tired of it. So I went inside, got the camera.
Yes.
But now that I got the camera, I'm like, yo, the real get money folks, the real get money fellas, it's them tradesmen. It's them dudes that's really building life, the dudes that's building houses, fixing toilets, getting power so you could charge your iPhone. They the ones with the real bread. You just don't see them because they don't be outside and out loud like that. They really just be to themselves. But they got money to spend on business marketing.
Yes.
They have a niche. It is a niche. So you got to take everything you've learned in life, figure out how to put it all together to make that next step, you know, jump your family up, break them family curses, you know what I'm saying? You got to build up.
Will you stop
the
with your Henny
future.
soliloquy? I'm calling this a Henny soliloquy. That's what
Henny
this is.
soliloquy?
That's what it is. It's a Henny soliloquy. Long story short, Davis came back
Henniloquy.
because I want to let you know that, yes, Hannah, that bottle of Henny sitting right here on the counter that you see are compliments of this man right here, D-Tree. He wanted to make sure to bless the block for the one time.
And he bought it's a fresh bottle. So he had a bottle the other day. I guess he drank it and then said, "I'm buying a fresh bottle."
No, he
That
didn't
was the
drink.
same one?
No. It's
It's supposed to be a spin on Anaconda?
No, not at all. That song,
Okay.
it should fit in the same realms as any Juice WRLD song.
Oh, I love Juice WRLD.
She is depressed as fuck, talking about her almost killing herself on that song while she's shaking her ass.
yeah, it's oxymoron.
It's a completely new spin on depressed music.
I feel like, you know how like niggas say like you just gotta smile through it or the smile through that shit. I
You
feel
gotta
like
shake ass through
girls
it.
just be shaking ass through the shaking
depression?
ass through it.
It's like when the girl that you was trying to you was fucking on her, and the reason why she depressed is you, but she's still trying to beat that same night.
Just for context, because I don't know how much y'all heard, we talking about Meg Thee Stallion's
Man.
Cobra video and how although the video was cinematic greatness, the content matter of the song does not add up to the video. The
Not at all.
entire song, she's sitting there just kind of going over the last few years of her life with the Tory case and I guess Partisan Fontaine is his name.
Yeah.
Cheated on her. Apparently in the same bed she's sleeping.
Whatever that means.
Whatever that means.
Right.
And
it could be his house.
Yeah, right. It could be the bed that she's sleeping at his house, right? And she talking about wanting to kill herself and shit, and just she's shaking ass throughout the entire video, but touching on these deep topics, and it's like you couldn't figure out any other way to get your point across. Sex sells. The only way we'd pay attention as men is because she's shaking her ass in the video.
Or it's just a good song.
It's both.
It's a good song. And I'll tell you why it's a good song. It's a good song because she managed to she was able to tie in a lot of the things we had complaints about her, or the complaints we had about her. For example, she was talking about, the drive the boat. She's like, she even mentioned in the song, that's probably why I'm drinking so much. So to make a boat reference talking about why I'm drinking, you got to respect it.
Is that a Lil Yachty thing?
No. It's just the fact people drive the boat where nigga, Elijah, drive the boat.
Let me drive the boat. Come here.
It's what he said.
Drive the boat, my goddamn.
No. You're done. Give me the boat.
Hell nah.
No,
We still.
Oh.
I was using it for comments.
Yeah, my apologies.
I'm the only one who cares about reading the comments.
Y'all need a phone?
If you need a phone, a lot. I mean, we got an extra phone in here.
I got two.
Well, Hannah says that they live
phones,
together,
homie.
but did they live together at her house or at his house?
Come on, we talking
Because
about.
it makes all the difference of getting your dick sucked at your own house versus your girl's house.
Yeah, that makes you 10 times more evil if you're
If you
living at your
Damn.
girl's house and then you cheat and then getting your dick sucked. I mean, niggas have
How
been
evil though? Certified hell? You going to hell for real?
Relationship hell.
Is
It's
there,
relationship
is there
hell.
redemption off that?
I mean, yeah, of course, there's
Yes,
redemption for
it is,
everything.
because
For everything.
It's redemption off that. I'm telling
It's
you.
redemption for every man. It depends on how much leverage you really got in your relationship, but that's another
it
conversation.
depends on how sorry you are.
Of a nigga.
No.
What do you mean?
How much you apologize?
Yeah, that could have went two ways. I was like, yes, like, are you a sorry nigga or like a nigga that's sorry?
That's
Like,
I saw
Yeah,
it.
no. I was a sorry
I was like,
nigga,
that's a
not a
very-
nigga. I was a nigga that's sorry, not a sorry nigga.
I don't know. I do firmly believe whatever you do, there's always a comeback, no matter whatever the situation
yeah.
is.
But what's crazy is, like, you know how there's music where, let's say you're sad, right?
Yeah.
And I want to listen to some sad music, so I throw on some Drake because I got my bitch took, right?
Yeah.
You think niggas, or I guess maybe women, are out there talking about, damn, my life sucks right now. Let me listen to Cobra to get my spirits back up.
It's not designed for that though.
Yeah,
But it is,
I
though.
don't know. It's not.
The entire subject matter is her resonating with how shitty her life has been.
I've never listened to this song, but based on what you guys have said, these type of songs aren't made for necessarily replay value. It's kind of just to. It's probably more for the artist rather than the actual fan. It's more to update the fan base and how I'm feeling, and it's kind of more like this is the therapy music for the artist, you know. Like, I haven't listened to it, but
like-
this is what I'm getting from
That's like
it.
Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, when
Yeah.
damn near the entire fucking album is about his goddamn uncle or auntie being.
Oh, you are a rap nerd. I didn't even get that part.
Oh yeah, no, the album itself is just more therapeutic for himself, but like the back half of the album was all about. I want to say his uncle being trans. That's where a big subject matter of the back half of that album is
songs
about his
like
uncle
this,
being trans.
I would say
and-
songs like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and there's no replay. I don't care.
No, not at all. I'm convinced when an artist, and we're going to stay on this Meg subject, but I'm convinced that when an artist makes a song album for themselves, it means it's ass.
Oh yeah,
Oh, I
yeah,
agree.
yeah.
But
yeah.
Mr. Morale wasn't. Continue.
It's okay. Look,
Continue.
It's
You see
not
how-
ass
continue.
in the sense of like it's bad quality. It's just
There's zero.
It's not for the fans, and there's like we can say zero replay value. There's zero replay value, but there's more emotion and soul. So I will say with those albums, you might not get the big playtime, but you will get core fans with stuff like that. I will say I feel like those albums are where you get the core fans.
So that was the purpose
Yes.
of Meg saying that this pussy is depressed.
Yeah,
For her
because I
core
feel like
fans?
her fan base is so like pussy popping that it's like this is like pussy popping like dumbed down or like, you know, simplified to like, yo, this pussy hurting too.
Yeah.
This pussy hurts. It's not just popping, it hurts.
Don't fuck up my clip. All right, perfect. I needed to I found my clip.
And you know what's funny about that is that's a real way. No, listen, that's a real way to get your point across.
What?
Like,
Pussy popping, pussy popping, pussy.
Bro,
no, but like if all of her music or her whole aura is pussy popping, pussy popping, pussy pop. Say that shit 5 times fast. And then you switch it to my pussy hurts. It hurts as well. Has feelings as well. As a human being.
Yeah.
Niggas will listen.
I'm telling you, bro.
People, well, not niggas, but people will listen.
Men will. Women will listen.
Nah, man.
I ain't even gonna lie. Hey, it's niggas that's been used for dick too. Dick be hurting too.
It's not the same.
Don't walk into this trap. He's.
It's not the same.
It could hurt too, bro.
You know what I never understood, and we gonna talk about it, cause what good is a podcast if us as 3 men with microphones can't just get our views off on the way women act, right?
Hey,
even though this is not really on women.
It might.
My girl sit behind the camera like, go ahead, nigga, say your thoughts.
Go ahead. No, I'm gonna let this nigga land. We got it clear.
And real quick, Hannah, to Pimp a Butterfly.
Amazing, fucking amazing.
My grief, whatever. My issue with that tape, right? It's too niche. Your average everyday white listener, it's like if a white person went to the movies and watched 12 Years a Slave. That's the same. Listening to Pimp a Butterfly.
Yo, go get Dre.
No, it's
listening to Pimp a Butterfly is equivalent to a white person going and watching Roots.
I feel like you know what? I will say there is an educational aspect to Pimp a Butterfly. There is definitely an educational aspect.
It's like the nigga going to go watch 12 Years a Slave. Like, you watch it because I'm down for the people. I want to learn. I feel bad about what ancestors did. But them niggas ain't going to be riding down Slauson bumping that shit.
No, but I will say, like I'm telling you, bro, Kendrick's albums, like now that we're on this topic, I feel like his albums really change people. Like his shit is not for the masses, bro.
Don't say the masses, say white folk.
No, it's not. No, not even the white. Okay, the white. No, but his music is to
Do you need a microphone?
He can educate the white folk. And even I feel like Kendrick educates the white folk in a way that's not like so aggressive towards white folk. Like Kendrick is like, he be like kind of spitting at the white folk, but at the same time he's like it's not so aggressive to where it's undigestible. Like I feel like the Pimp a Butterfly was the perfect balance between conscious Kendrick and then like trying to teach a lesson.
That's Good Kid, Mad City. That's the perfect balance of conscious Kendrick and niche as fuck. I never revisited that album.
Really?
Never.
You know what? Maybe it's just my niche, and so that's why I feel that way. You know,
I never revisited that
now
album.
that I'm thinking, a lot of abstract concepts within the album. There's a lot of entendre and different.
It's hard to digest if you not.
There's a lot to digest
if you not a hotep ass nigga.
You know,
call it how it is.
I will say, I feel like I went through a hotep phase where I thought I was better because I listened to Kendrick Lamar. Not better, but like I thought I was a little more woker. Like I was like, nah, like I know
more woke.
Yeah,
like, listening to Kendrick.
Yeah, like
it's crazy because
not now, but I would say like OD era, OD Section 80, and then once Mad Kid came out, it was cool, but then I was like, nah, man.
Yeah,
I was there before that.
Nah, listen, bro.
I was there.
The reason I have this shit right here is because I get this fucking goddamn. I get this like inane self-worth by saying, oh, you know about so-and-so? I know about them niggas back when they was this and this and that and that. And like, and that's probably an issue.
That's
like
half the fun as a hip-hop fan.
Hey, that's all the fun, bro. Like, I forever to this day will remind Tyrone, I put your ass on a Playboy Cardi. You know what I mean? I put most niggas that I know in Bakersfield, I put their ass on a Chance the Rapper. Like that shit that I like.
You over like I put the whole city on this.
This trope is
claims.
Listen,
listen. That's a bold
Listen,
claim.
right? These mags niggas is trophies. So whenever one of these niggas pop, and most of them are gonna pop. You know what I mean? I sit here and I got the trophy saying, oh, y'all remember when I told y'all niggas about him?
It's proof.
Yeah.
So on the way here, me and Chuck were talking about music and samples. And one of my theories about music and sampling is that all the music that we have now, it's just shit that was sampled by ancestors hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years ago, just retwisted. Because I don't think
that's all a sample is.
I don't think anything in music is new. Like I feel like people think that like everything from like 1900 to like 1950, 60 is like, oh, that's all the original music. Like, no, bro, I'm pretty sure all the early blues artists and all the early musical things, I think they got their inspiration from classical music, and even like how Negro spirituals was the origin of rock and roll. Bro, there was like probably like Let My People Go spirituals from Egypt that we use now.
That's all sampling is. It's just going back and back and back. The craziest thing about sampling, though, is, nigga, we're getting to an age where they're sampling shit that was new to us.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of sampling.
That's new to us. Like, they're using, like for example, like Tyler, the Creator. His shit is being sampled. Not his music, but his whole entire career path is being sampled, right? But, like, they're talking about, we sampled this song from 10 years ago, and it's like, nigga, I remember when that song came out. Like, that's crazy.
That's the best part about aging. That's the most beautiful part about aging. I love aging. I love aging for that, because when something was, my dad used to tell me shit like that, like, oh, that's not new. Like when I used to, within like my caretaking job, right? So the guy,
go into detail on what you do on your caretaking job.
I can't HIPAA laws, but what I can say,
fuck them laws, nigga.
But so the patient that the individual I look after, we always would talk about like fashion, like because he's a fitted, like to this day, nigga has like a 1980s gold Mercedes, like niggas had like the Eric B. Rakim.
Was he at the Players
Mercedes.
Ball back in the day?
Nigga, he's not. That's nasty. See, that's not real fitted. Players Balls wasn't really niggas who knew how to dress. It was some bullshit. It was a caricature of pimps. It wasn't real shit. But this nigga really has been. This nigga has been fitted like forever. Like, and I'm not talking like he had a good 5 years. Most niggas had a good 4 or 5 year run when their money was up, so they knew how to dress. But this nigga's really been dressed for over 35 years, like fitted down to the 10. In his closet, vintage Bo Jackson t-shirts for when rookie Bo Jackson tees. Check out the new thing. Like, I'm not sure if you know who this is, but like there's a high school in LA called Dorsey, which is known for like everything LA. Vintage Dorsey PE shirts, like he got, right?
That's dope.
It's really dope. It's really dope.
That's like having a VHS, like something.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So he's been, because, and mind you, to the 10 on types of watches, earring, everything. Nigga is drip. Fly as fuck.
Fly nigga.
And for the first time in his life, he admits, he's like, yo, I'm not the fly man that I used to be because of what's happened to him. So it's kind of fucking with him a little bit. Anyways, so the reason why I'm telling you I drag out who this character is, because I tell him about some of the things that I consider fashionable, right? And one of the things that we came up on, one of my favorite pieces of all time, of all clothes, and I would love to bring it back if I can wear it just more casually, is a members only jacket. I love members only jackets. And he said,
timeless.
Bro, they are timeless. You can wear them, you can dress them up, you can dress them down. It doesn't matter. It's almost a universal jacket. He said, bro, when those came out, my dad was wearing one every day. And the fact and he purposely did not like wearing them because they were associated to his pops. But because of that, I love it. Mind you, his dad has to be, 60 years over him. So you got to, you do it.
Generations.
It's generations. So, yeah. So I said that long ass, I'm good for the fucking talking too much. But I said that to say that's the beautiful part about aging. When Freak-a Leak is the Freak-a Leak sample is now the new thing that Coi Leray hopped on or something like that. When we actually remember when Petty Pablo hopped on Freak-a Leak, like when he dropped that shit. So
there's a good and bad for everything, right? For as many Coi Lerays as we like for sampling Freak-a Leak in a great way.
Yeah.
We have people like Sweetie that just base their entire career on sampling, but do it atrociously.
There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it because there's nothing wrong with this sample because it's never supposed to be as good as the original. It's not supposed to. Once you accept that part and take this away from music, there's a million one other Banksies. No. Listen, there's a million one other Banksies today, a million one. But if you ask me, they do it better than Banksy.
No. There's no, because I can't give Sweetie a pass for her atrocious sampling.
Okay.
When you got Texas niggas like fucking Big the Plug, who has a great use of sampling, bro. But that nigga samples, and if y'all don't know who Big the Plug is, just Google the song War.
Oh, Big X the Plug.
Yeah.
That nigga's
Google
hard.
the song
hard.
War or Whip It.
Yeah.
Right?
Big
I want to see you whip it. Show. Huh?
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's music, bro.
Yeah, but no, but I can. I'm gonna.
But listen, I can't give her a pass.
You have to give her a pass.
If BX
No,
the plug
look,
is real quick.
The thing that works with Sweetie is the fact that we all know Sweetie is an industry artist. And to prop up an industry artist that might not have as much talent, use the samples to create a nostalgic or a familiar sound. So now you already have a sound that everyone already fucks with. So you're already kind of halfway there. As long as they kind of like it, they don't, just like Mo said, they don't need to like it as much as the original. As long as it pops forever the week, the month that it's hot and it performs as they need it to perform within that time period, it's good. Because Sweetie is not looking for longevity. Yeah, we're not looking at longevity in Sweetie, Elijah.
And I'm not, and I know our audience is like bored with us.
I don't give a fuck about them right now.
I would give you, and I'm going to give you
no disrespect.
You know how much I hate. Y'all
Sweetie?
know how much I hate Sweetie, but I can make a solid argument for Sweetie and why we can't compare her to BX the Plug. BX the Plug, he's using like 80s samples, right? The funk, the hits. Sweetie's using samples from the late 2000s to the, really
the bling bling era, bro.
All that,
like,
but do you know why? Like, it's really simple. Her audiences are teenagers in early 20s.
That's what I'm.
Their mamas was fucking when those songs came out. So they can turn on, the daughters can turn on that song and sing it loud and be happy to the new one while the mama's having flashbacks.
Like, you an old
dick.
nigga, Elijah. This is for like the 12 to 18s and then the 28 to 35s that had the 12 to 18s.
I get too young for me, too old for me, right?
But I'm not speaking to the kids. I'm speaking about the mothers that approve
too
it.
young, too young.
We're not.
Yeah.
The mothers that approve it more specifically, because the mamas would throw it. Like, it's the same reason why back in early 2000s, why we had early 90s flips, because guess what? Our moms were throwing it back, the Freaknik era to that shit. So it's okay. It's
I
part
hear
of
what
it.
y'all are saying, right? And they
Said, I hear what you're saying, but
I hear what y'all
fuck
saying,
you.
and y'all are making a right. Honestly, hold on. Listen,
I would love
I
to
hear
know.
what y'all are saying, and ultimately, I'm saying fuck that.
I don't want to know.
Listen, if you're gonna talk, all respect, grab a mic, so the audience can hear you as well.
He's saying it with love. Yeah, he's saying it with love.
Yes, say it so the audience can hear you too, because on their end it just sounds like we're just talking to you and they can't really hear what you're saying, and so it's just us sitting here, looking off in the distance, at nothing. But yeah, I hear what y'all are saying. I don't agree with it, but I hear what y'all are saying, and I guess I just have a certain standard that I adhere to when I listen to music, and Sweetie doesn't check those boxes for me. And maybe I'm not the target audience, right? She's not making music for niggas that are 31, 32 with music magazines. I get it, right?
I hate you.
I get it, but at the end of the day, bro, a spade is a spade. There's niggas like BX the Plug who are sampling doing that shit.
It's not for us, bro.
It's not for us.
It's not for us.
The same reason. Like,
it's not for us.
And this is our issue, because there's a lot of other like white indie bands who are like making music that's not for us, but we're not criticizing them not nearly as hard. Not once we said, oh, you know what? Fucking Men at Work. Or not Men at Work. What's the is it Men at Work?
I Trust?
Yeah, it's Men at Work.
Men I Trust.
No, Men I Trust is
what's the white one?
Men I Trust is the white one.
The Men I
Men
Trust.
at Work, they have
That's the 80s one,
Africa.
right? Yeah. We're not saying Men I Trust. They're not making the slaps for us, and we don't give them we give Sweetie a hard time because she's a black girl. Let's call it a spade.
It's because she's in the hip hop.
She's in our circle. She's in our circle.
Ain't got shit to do with her being a woman, dog.
No, because we know that we know that caricature. We
Yeah.
know it. We don't know the Men I Trust. We be like fucking hipsty.
Yeah, we're only making fun of her because we know her. You know what I mean? Like, and I wouldn't say I'm making fun of her. I'm just saying, like,
I'm not making fun of it. I'm not making fun of her, bro. I just don't give.
Bro. Sweetie is. I feel like Sweetie is the perfect example of like how the industry makes money off of like. She's like a wrestler, bro. Like a character in the rap world, bro. She was Quavo's girlfriend. Like she's a whole character. Like, she's not like it's more than sweet. She's a brand, bro. She had the McDonald's meal. She's just profitable, and so you could think it's corny and whatever you want, but as long as she's making whoever signed her money, we're gonna keep seeing her.
Keep.
And hey, I ain't gonna hate.
Spinning it.
Hey, do your shit, sweetie. I'll fall with you.
I fuck with you.
Fall with you.
I guess. Have y'all been paying attention to the Grammy nominations? I know we're supposed to have a show about it, to talk about it, but y'all haven't been paying attention on like who's being like nominated and everything. y'all even care? First
No,
of all?
yeah. Tell me and the audience right now. I want to know.
So the only one is funny. Hannah asked if Ty's coming.
Oh yeah, Ty's working at the moment.
AKA.
Yeah, my bad.
Fuck
I
y'all
ain't as
niggas
good as
talking about.
Ty.
We need Ty here.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, y'all.
yeah, it happens. You know, sometimes it takes a minute to get the Hana approval. It takes a lot. It was so bad. I did a show solo, right? And the question was, where was Ty?
Oh, you know what?
Really?
You know what? It's consistent. Then I don't feel bad.
Yeah, no.
No,
Ty,
yeah, I don't feel bad. Okay, so I want to touch on the Grammys for a little bit, but I want to be able to transition to talk about Diddy, who maybe let's fuck the Grammys.
Fuck the Grammys. Let's get straight to Diddy, bro. We
So
did enough
Diddy,
news to talk.
Amongst the mountain of allegations that Diddy sees on a daily basis, we got some new allegations that are rolling in today.
Oh, I know.
Right? And the allegations are on behalf of everybody's favorite woman singer, Cassie.
That was
Cute ass nose.
Bro, that's my
weird-ass-
favorite.
Cassie has a really cute nose, which is a weird observation, right?
Can I give let me give my statement about why I appreciate Cassie. Cassie was my first celebrity crush ever in 2005 when she dropped Me and You, and she looked at the mirror and the Me and You dance and like video, and she like kissed the mirror, and I was like,
You thought you wanted to be that mirror?
no,
huh?
that's when I knew I wasn't
You wanted
gay.
to be that mirror.
That's when I knew I was like,
That's
okay,
funny.
I'm not
we
gay.
should talk about how do we? At what
How do you
point-
confirm your heterosexuality? And that was mine. Cassie kissing
because
that mirror.
they make it a big deal, and how you know you gay, but we don't talk about.
Hold on, we gonna stay on.
Yeah,
Cassie.
we gonna stay on brand.
You got a
Hold on,
bar.
babe. Can you make me a drink? Is it on?
Bitch so good, look
Hold on.
better than Cassie. Puffing on Zooty and she calling me daddy. You know what? When I saw Halle Berry in the Catwoman suit when I was like that age, Halle Berry in the Catwoman in that Batman. That's
was
what
it?
that's what
No,
reminds
maybe a
me of
drink.
it. Yeah,
Well,
I don't know what
alcohol
you're
in
talking
there.
about, but
I just need other stuff in
Catwoman,
there.
Halle Berry for me.
But anyways, you were talking about the
So Cassie, she's alleged that Diddy not only how do you say
we're dealing with some more.
took her cookies without asking,
Yes.
also gave them to other people as well.
Yeah.
Because YouTube got their regulations, so I
Yeah.
can't say the word. So I'll say he took her cookies
Grapes.
without asking, and then trafficked them to other people.
Yeah. Yeah.
If y'all know, y'all know. Yeah, these are the allegations. You know these allegations do not come light. It's Cassie. She's a reputable source in the hip hop world. So for her to come out and say Diddy did these things, you said why? 'Cause she's cute. Okay. But the fact that she said that, what do y'all?
So this is honestly, I
Diddy's had a year, first of all.
yeah, it's been Diddy's year,
That nigga's
bro.
had a year with allegations.
And then, bro, I don't know what's going on in on the Revolt team, but whoever his PR agent is, whoever the old PR agent is, he needs to hire them back. He's at that point in his career. I don't know if he's trying to close a deal. Like, they say that, once a black man reaches $1 billion, all of a sudden things start popping out. I don't know if Diddy's money is moving in the right direction. I don't know if he fired the old PR agent and now has a new one, and now they just don't know how to get things under control. I think not for the first time. I think, I hate to say, but we're watching the public demise of Diddy. Diddy and his behaviors have always been on the hush hush, the low keys.
I feel like it's low-key R. Kelly level. We just keep it like
It's been that forever, right?
Yeah.
It's always been quiet and reserved. But now that for the first time we're actually starting to hear some of these things come out, we're really just not sure. We're not. For the first time ever, people are questioning Diddy's character.
I don't want to say the first time ever.
I
I feel like they've always questioned.
I feel like the black community, we've been keeping it a hush hush, but now the world as a whole is like, hey, yo,
Yeah.
like us as black
that-
people, we
listen,
like.
that's what happened with R. Kelly.
Yeah.
That's what happened with R. Kelly. Us as black people, we understood, we knew what was going on, but niggas was making good music, so we was just like, we just gonna put it off to the side. But now
last
the world
album
as a
was
whole
great.
got a hold of it, and we live in this new age world where like receipts are being brought up.
Mm-hmm.
What are we gonna do as a black community? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The whole overall world out. They fucking, what's the term? They out. Fuck, I can't think of this shit right now.
Call West.
Let me call my 6-year-old son to give me advice on a word I should use. Their voice is louder.
Yeah. Do you think that this is going to hurt Diddy's career in it
No.
at all?
No. Diddy is bigger than money at this point. Like,
Bro,
Diddy money.
Hold on. I want to hear that.
No, Diddy is bigger than the allegations. Like, Diddy is like a corporation. Like, Diddy's like Walmart. Like, I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman. Like, as much as we give Hove his flowers, like, Diddy is low-key the same level. He just has crazy behavior, so we just don't acknowledge it as much. But Diddy low-key might be doing better than Hove in the business space. And because, like how Mo said, when a black man touches $1 billion, they're like, oh, no, this Diddy might be the real problem. Like, he's too powerful. Like, maybe Kanye wants to be what Diddy is. Diddy just has so much money. Like, we know Hove got the bread, but Diddy just is always in the shadows pulling strings like real bosses do.
Yeah.
And so he does his weird shit in the shadows. He does everything from the shadows. So it's like we hear the hush whispers and tones, but because whoever is working for him is making so much money, it's just like, oh, well,
yeah, the shit will get swept under the rug easily. It'll probably be in the news for a few days, right? Because even we just found out that, I guess apparently the dude, after 20 years, got caught for killing Tupac. Came out Keefy D and said, Diddy paid me to do this shit. Right. Where was the noise on Diddy apparent involvement in that?
Yeah, there's definitely a smear campaign. I'm not going to say what she's saying is wrong by any stretch of imagination. I don't know.
Smear campaign is a tough word to use.
No, but we can call it the smear campaign of 2023 with Diddy. The Keefy D thing. Mind you, this nigga was in the car. He was in the car with the guy who pulled the trigger, allegedly. I followed this case.
So he's not the one who pulled the trigger.
He's not the one who pulled the trigger. He was in the car, but he's the last nigga living in the car when the trigger was pulled. So that's why they're taking him down. And what sucks was the fact that the nigga was scot-free, but he just kept on going on tours and telling books about the situation.
The story.
So because of that, they're like, okay, nigga, you want to show your dick? Got you. So, but then even when he got caught, he said, you know what? Diddy, right? Everybody, all the officials behind this case were like, Diddy has nothing to do with this, but this nigga really fucking hung heavy on Diddy taught me. Whether it's right or wrong, I don't know. Fast forward. Let's talk about fucking the whole whether what's her name? The City Girls. The whole City Girls movement. Right? Nigga, do you know how many baby mamas are in the industry? You cannot count them. There's more baby mamas in the industry than there are shoelaces in warehouse shoe sale, bro. WSS. But for some reason, Diddy is criticized for having a fucking baby mama, and I'm like, I'm confused. On top of that, bro, no, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, there's a lot of shit going on. I'm not going to sit here and not Cassie at all because I don't know. I'm not going to sit up here. She's literally been my celebrity crush for over 2 decades. No lie. The issue I have with the situation is the fact that it's happening at a very convenient time, which I know are the phrases
What's the
that
convenient
niggas
time, though?
Because listen, it's easy to jump the nigga it's easy to kick the nigga once all your homies already packed him out. But if it's up for you to kick the nigga or if it's up to you to fight the nigga, all of a sudden you real weak.
It's funny because not only did she say all that other stuff, then she gonna double down and be like, yeah, when I was dating Cudi for a while, I think Diddy blew up Kid Cudi's car.
Yeah,
I believe it.
And
mind you, was in it.
And mind you, like I said, I'm not gonna sit up here and try to praise Diddy like he the world's greatest man. Don't forget, he punched the coach for talking crazy to his son.
Didn't he pee on Drake?
He threw the weight at him.
Yeah, bro.
Didn't he pee on Drake?
I don't know about that.
Wait, didn't he pee on Drake?
I don't know about that one. I can't speak against that one.
Look, bro.
Somebody peed on Drake. I thought it was Diddy.
Diddy done ran through day 26, bro. There's a lot that Diddy done did.
Bro, no, listen. He threw the weight at the coach. Stay on that. Understand that, bro.
Diddy or Suge? Who's worse?
What? Oh, Diddy.
Diddy,
and
bro.
Then he threw a mic at J. Cole or some shit like that.
He peed on Drake.
I don't know.
He peed on Drake. Somebody fact check that for me.
That's
Diddy
not,
Dirty Money. Brother Love.
You're never gonna find
pissed on Drizzy Drake money.
You'll never find that. What I'm saying.
No, it's a story.
But the stories I'm telling, there's already been evidence.
There's evidence that nigga peed on Drake.
I'm not gonna.
Somebody look that up, please. I know I'm not crazy. That nigga Diddy peed on Drake at a movie theater.
I'm not going to sit up here and say that Diddy is right now the safest or the most carefulest person. Yeah, listen, I'm not going to sit up here and say that. But what I am going to say is that the $30 million lawsuit attached to at the convenience of everything else.
Well, no,
right after an album release.
So according to Hannah, it's not a convenience. It's the statute of limitations on taking cookies was expiring. So she wanted to get her She wanted to say her piece before it expired.
Oh, so it's a money grab. Well, it's always a money grab, but
I don't.
it's always a money grab. It's not like you
That's
donate
your
it.
opinion.
Oh, I like that. I'll
But
go
yeah,
for that.
she had
$30 million,
the
like
statute.
Madison?
The statute of limitations was
Yeah.
expiring, so she had to say her piece before it
1000%.
expired. My question is,
And that's from a woman.
And I don't mean this in any disrespectful way because I can't possibly understand the trauma that something like that. Well, I guess I can. Another story. But why wait this long to say that? I mean, so what's the stat? First of all,
I ain't gonna lie. When shit like that happens to people,
I love you. You gotta let the nigga finish.
What's the statute of limitations on taking cookies in the first place? Let's look that up.
I feel like with shit like that, it'd be like, nah, nigga, I ain't even gonna tell niggas that shit happened. Hell no.
I don't think there is one, bro. Or
Legally, there's a statute of limitations.
Or Bill Cosby wouldn't be where he is right now.
And he's not in jail.
I know, but he got out off of a flaw somewhere. That
No,
nigga,
God corrected a mistake that was made to let that nigga free.
No, stop.
And let that nigga go free because Cosby wasn't supposed to. Cosby wasn't supposed to be locked down. Cosby wasn't supposed to be locked down. That's why he got out.
Okay.
God
cool.
said, "Let me correct this mistake."
Okay.
That's why OJ out because he wasn't supposed to be in there. That's why R. Kelly's still in that bitch.
'Cause
He's supposed to be in there.
Okay.
Good
There
save.
He's supposed to be in
Brought it
there.
back. He brought it back.
How you supposed to statue?
I don't know the statute of limitations on a grape case, but what I can say is
I don't think there is. I
No,
think
there
is.
There
There's a
isn't.
statute.
as
Of,
long as
there's
you
a
got
statute of
enough
limitations on
evidence,
everything.
there's
when everybody
always-
talks, when they're far
Yeah,
from
I
the
know.
mic, we get the most quality podcast
Shut
in the
up.
world.
There's a statute of limitations on everything.
Okay, go ahead, David.
When it comes to extreme cases like this, I believe that as long as there's enough evidence and witness, to create a legitimate narrative and a real, hypothesis or a real case for this might have happened, I think you can't dismiss it because
there's no-
you can never dismiss it. Yeah.
There's no statute of limitations on taking cookies.
Because I feel like it's easy to be like, oh, how come they didn't say that shit at first? Well, like, niggas be fucked up, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just be a whole lot of stuff. So sometimes you got to wait for shit. And then you be like, oh, shit, nigga, that happened to you too? Fuck, that happened to you too? And you, oh, no, come on, we got to get together. Fuck this nigga. So sometimes it takes a little while just to organize and be like, oh, shit, like, and realize, oh, this is what really happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I understand why they wait so long. I get it, right?
Yeah.
But on the other hand,
It's a
I'm
different-
like, I don't get it. I
Nah,
get
I
it,
ain't
but
gonna
I
lie,
don't
bro.
get it.
I feel like in like the 80s and 70s, like when the Bill Cosby shit happened, I feel like, bro, they weren't listening to them girls, bro.
Good, my nigga. He did it right behind the back. He
No,
They
yeah.
wasn't listening to them
that was
girls.
a good self edit right there.
Oh, yeah,
They wasn't
I
listening to
I was
girls.
like,
They wasn't listening to
I
them.
get that, right?
And
but-
so now we're in an age where we listen to them, and so now it's like, oh shit, like, let's listen, you know.
But that's fucking us up. That's fucking us up. That's fucking us up. Because my good brother Jonathan Majors is going through this bullshit because we automatically take the woman's word for what he did. She came out and said, hey, he hit me and did all this thing, and the entire world was like, oh, fuck that nigga Jonathan Majors. We dropping deals, we doing this, we doing that, we doing that.
What color was that woman?
yeah, that's a
Still-
white woman. We can't.
Still though,
Emmett Till is a real thing.
Yeah.
And that has nothing to do
they can't hear you.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
you
what I'm saying, no.
nothing to do with what listening to women. That has something to do with listening to a specific type of woman. Now,
Take the
when
mic.
you continue to listen to a
You gotta come spit over here. You gotta
there you go.
spit.
You're
Come.
good. It's
when
live.
you listen to a specific type of woman, yes, you're gonna keep digging yourself into that hole. However, now we hear people of color, so now that's what's different now. It ain't listening to women. Nobody ever fucking listened to women. The only woman that who people heard is white women. White women, crocodile tears, all of that. Nobody hears women. Because we've been saying the same shit for years, decades, centuries.
Mhm.
Nobody hears that. It's just now people saying, oh, this person raped me. You just said it with the
Great.
Cosby.
Yeah,
Grape,
don't say that.
grape,
Don't say that.
sorry.
They took cookies. They took the cookies.
They took something
YouTube.
with,
Right.
Yo,
I'm
Mike,
sorry,
they
R.
don't fuck
Kelly
your shit
just
up.
went to jail.
Hold on.
When did he go to jail?
Hold on,
How long has he been saying? How long have these girls been coming? How many trials has he went through? And you're saying we need to stop listening to women.
No, listen.
Nobody been listening to women.
Hold on,
and
he
these
look-
were children.
Like in R. Kelly shit, the dude said, you're attracted to teenagers. R. Kelly gonna say, well, you say teenagers. What age are we What age are we talking about? The nigga was like, teenage.
And see how that's funny to you? It's a
It's just-
joke.
No, it's not.
He said, "Look at what's happening to Johnson."
No, that's not
Maybe if
funny.
he would have been a little bit serious.
It's not funny to me for that
and
reason.
had a conversation
But
with the person
nigga,
he slept
like-
with.
It's cool until your niece 14.
Bro said teenagers. What age specifically are we talking about?
No, thank you, Danielle. I appreciate it.
I get it, right? Again, we're back on this topic. The most hated person in America is a black woman, right?
Yes.
We're back on this topic.
Why you say it like that?
No.
Say it like what?
No, because it's been a narrative, not even a narrative.
It's just a
it's something
common
we've
theme in a
repeated.
lot of
We
our
repeat it here.
episodes.
Yeah, it's been
I think damn near every episode that one of the conversations we end up having, that's the basis of that conversation is the most hated person in America is a black woman.
yes.
Right? And then so I do believe ever since the Me Too movement, which was a huge movement, by the way, America has always taken the woman's side. Granted, America in a whole, most of the people screaming Me Too is white women. Even though a lot of shit, more shit happens to minority women, I think there's still an aspect of if a woman comes out and alleges somebody does something, we take their side automatically.
So let's bring. Hold on, no. Let's before. No,
It's more on the lines of guilty.
Yeah,
You're guilty until proven innocent.
Let's bring the conversation back to Cassie. What do you think is about to happen to Diddy?
Nothing.
I don't know the situation, but I feel like nothing. Like he might get a slap on the wrist, a fine. He might get some public
You're not getting
shaming,
shit.
but he's not gonna get like serious jail time or like any
They're
kind
not-
of
the news-
real punishment. I don't.
The
think
news
so.
stations are gonna run the story for a day or two,
It's public shaming.
and that'll be
It's
it. Because
just the first time you guys are hearing it. That's the problem.
because look,
She said this before when they first broke up. They broke up a couple times, and he always found a way to get her back. And she always looked more and more sad every time she got back.
Wait, what did she do? She went back.
No, she didn't go back. He
Oh.
got her back. It's a difference.
She went back.
what does that mean?
No. Have you ever been held hostage? Have you ever been threatened to stay somewhere
can't-
or else something's gonna happen to you? No, because you guys are men. That shit don't happen to y'all.
Yes, I have. Don't you play with me. Don't you?
Listen, we've all as men been in situations like that.
Yeah. I had
Now,
to-
and imagine being in a situation like that with a man with a
Who's a
lot of
billionaire?
money
Who's a
who has
billionaire?
connections to everything and everyone that you do, to the point where you have to go to a different country to find somebody else to be safe.
To do what? To find somebody else?
Yes,
Another white
that's-
man? And she got married again? Don't make me do this. I'm on
Go
Cassie's
ahead and
side.
do it. Go ahead and do it.
Don't make me
She
do this.
had to jump to a different race to find happiness
not
because
gonna
she was
lie, like-
traumatized by a black man.
So look. If her, like I'm on Cassie's
Black
side
women do
still,
it all
but
the
more
time.
I'm hearing this, the more I'm like, like when you said she went back, like I know, like I know I don't want to make the hostage situation light, but if this was in like a 2010 to 2020 range, like I'm like, come on, now she could have really left and been done if she really wanted to,
No, she couldn't.
or
She
maybe,
couldn't.
and this is when. There's structures of power that exist with
Yes.
people with money that I just don't comprehend.
Yes.
And it's and that's when I'll give it to you and say maybe I just don't comprehend. I don't understand. Because I will say as a dude, I will say there is stuff that y'all girls go through. There's a lot of stuff that y'all girls go through that I will never know. So this is one where I'm like, I can't come up with a good rebuttal, but I feel like I can't come up with like a solid like, you know what I mean? I just have to defer the answer.
And,
at
and
that
more
point.
on that is I'm kind of in the middle, right? I see your point where they can't leave, but I also see your point where they can. Because let's take, for instance, Keke Palmer, right? Keke Palmer right now, who's probably a lot
a
of
known
people,
subject of this
Who-
show
who-
for
right.
far too many weeks, but
who's
whatever.
probably a lot of women's spirit animal. She's currently going through a situation where she's getting a restraining order against her ex-boyfriend, husband.
Is he a
baby
black
daddy?
man or what's his
He
demographic?
light-skinned.
Okay.
But she
That's his
chose.
demographic. He's light skinned.
But she chose. Well, she chose to leave her situation to a point where she feels like she has to get a restraining order against this nigga, right? And I'm gonna say this, and I know everybody in the room is not going to agree with me. I just know it already.
Crash out, man.
I know
Mr.
it already.
Crash out.
But from the conversations we are having, this fits, right? Do y'all remember when a good buddy of mine, he's not a good buddy of mine, Kanye West, when he
I would. Go ahead. Stop.
he went to go visit the TMZ office, right? Y'all know where I'm going with this?
Not at all.
And he had a specific conversation with, right? And what did he say?
He said slavery was a choice.
In the mic.
He said slavery was a choice.
He said slavery was a choice, right? And me being the Kanye stan that I am, understood what he was talking about in a sense where fear was the choice. Mm-hmm. Not so much slavery in the act, but the fear of remaining a slave was the choice. And so the conversation you guys are having is, these women are fearful for their lives, so they choose to stay. Versus,
nah, bro,
why the fuck do they stay?
Because the slaves, no, Elijah.
No, because it's true. Because
I
don't want to
having
switch
this
topics.
conversation.
Listen,
Yeah,
this is not to switch topics, right?
Okay.
But the fact that we have people like Harriet Tubman, who chose not to remain a slave and did something about it, proves the fact that being fearful is a choice. Living in fear is a choice. Can we agree on that?
More or less.
Living in fear is a choice.
That statement stands true.
That's what he was talking about.
But you know my
Listen,
stance on slavery.
That's what he was talking about.
Okay, cool.
That's what he was talking about.
Oh, I'm ready.
No,
because he went
don't
back.
do
No,
it.
he went
That's
back.
not the topic of the conversation.
He went back and made light of the situation. Being fearful is the choice.
Okay.
Remaining in fear is the choice, right? And so, to David's point is, a lot of these women choose to remain in fear, which is why they stay and they have the opportunities for it to be repeat offenders. To be repeat offenders, right? But we have people like Keke Palmer who chooses not to be fearful and does something about their situation, right? And then Cassie's choice is, how long has it been since that happened? And she's just now choosing to speak up. It warrants what they say.
You could challenge the
you're proven
decision-making.
guilty unless you can prove without a doubt, right? If we can prove that you're guilty and the jury can prove that without a doubt, you're guilty or not, that leaves doubt. Waiting this long to say, hey, Diddy did such and such, that leaves doubt. And based on American law, you got to take her word for light.
You have to take it, like, I'm not going to sit up here calling any type of grape situation.
I know I said a lot, but
with a grain of salt is a wild sentence, but
yeah, you have to.
But at the same time, I know a lot of, I don't personally know them. Let me be very clear, but there's a lot of women who have been in some type of situations like that, but they weren't attached to Diddy, the billionaire, So it's kind of like Dave Chappelle. We getting a call in.
Who's that?
Hannah. Here we go.
And functioning anxiety.
Hold on.
Or amnesia.
Hold on. Hannah, you there?
You remember that?
Yes.
All right, go ahead. You're live on the mic.
Okay. My thoughts, because my fingers are not moving fast enough. I think it's interesting that you guys are standing 10 toes down on the thought that living in fear is a choice, and comparing slavery being a choice to women staying in abusive relationships as a choice, when we all know that there was a system put in place to keep white people at the top. So yeah, like, Harriet Tubman is one out of how many slaves? Like, you're saying that she's the pinnacle of proving that fear is a choice, because she was one of how many people that we know in history that decided to take a stand. And if you want to use her as a great example, sure, she did take a stand. She was brave. But how long of her being a slave did it take for her to actually get up and go?
Doesn't matter.
You get me? And, like, saying that Keke Palmer is one of the brave people, she was with that man for 2 to 3 years. Like, and I'm almost positive, this is an assumption, I'm almost positive that the abuse didn't just start, like, randomly. Like, it was a series of events to where she finally gathered up her courage to leave. So yeah, she's brave, but she's like using her as an example that uses to say that, yeah, it's true that women choose to live in fear, yada, 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 rah, rah, rah. Like, I'm positive you guys agree that men have more strength than women. And if somebody's getting physically abused and threatened on the daily, like, why would they put themselves through what am I thinking? Why would they
bring themselves to the ringer?
Take the chance. Why would they take the chance on getting beat up on the daily because they say they're gonna leave, they're gonna leave, they're gonna leave? Like, wouldn't it be easier?
What's the alternative?
To just sit there and be complacent so that you can save your own ass.
But they're not saving their ass.
And with the whole Cassie situation, when you guys are constantly saying, why did they wait so long? Why did they wait so long? It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. You don't know how long it takes to build up courage. But once you get that courage, you're ready to go. And it's not because his career is on, like Diddy's career is not on the rise. And his little comeback made no noise. So it makes no sense. Don't
hold on, Honda. Don't diss the Love album.
Listen, it's a good album, but fuck, I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. But why choose?
Let me say this last thing.
Listen, go ahead, and then I got a rebuttal for what you're saying.
Okay, I'm gonna hang up though so I can hear it.
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay, my last thing is, it makes no sense to say that she is speaking up now to try and tear his career down because, like we said, literally nothing is gonna happen to him. That man is so powerful, nothing is going to happen to him. So her speaking up is not a cash grab, it's her speaking her truth. Because, like people are saying, I just seen a clip, a picture, where she did whatever that man said to stay safe. She shaved the side of her head because he told her to, not because she wanted to. Like, there was power imbalance, and she was suffering in it for so long that when she finally decided to dip, and the statute of limitations or whatever, I don't know the exact verbiage, but it's not on just the grape, it's on the whole situation. So I don't think, moral of the story is, I don't think her stuff is a cash grab, and I think it's unfair to ask victims or alleged victims, if you guys want to use that, why they waited so long. The real question should be, why did that shit happen in the first place? That's my piece, and I'm hanging up, and I'll hear your response on live.
Cool.
It's going in and out.
I know. I wonder if she hung up. I agree with you. I personally never said it was a cash grab. I don't know what cash there is to grab. My only concern, and this is not just with women who deal with this, it's just anybody in any kind of abusive relationship, is why choose to stay silent and live through that? I don't understand how living through abuse is easier than saying, hey, this person is fucking me up.
Because in the midst of the abuse, it'd be like the ups and downs be so frequent that it's hard to even think clearly. Like I will say there is there's a lot to what she said when she was talking about building up the courage to do something. Because I'll use an example. This isn't a grape situation. This is kind of an opposite situation. Yeah. But there was a girl that I was talking to, and I had to build up the courage to be like, no, like I gotta cut this off, even though one aspect that she brought to my life was probably the best aspect, but the other aspect that she brought to my life was the worst. So it was like you kind of have to build up the courage to be like, no, like I'm willing to get rid of these highs in order to get rid of these lows. And so I might not feel the same highs, but I won't feel like shit when I'm feeling low. You know what I'm saying? So it's not the same as Cassie's situation, but there is something to what Hannah said when she was talking about you have to build up a certain level of confidence or courage to make the decision that, no, I'm ready to like not fuck with this anymore.
And
sometimes when you be on the fence with fucking with something, you be blinded. Listen, you just be like, I guess I'll deal with it. But then after a certain point, you be like, nah, nigga, I can't do this shit no more.
Listen, that's living in fear. That's just what it is. That's what it is. Yeah, for better or worse, nigga, you're choosing to live in fear.
You don't choose to have a mental issue, though.
No. That's not a mental issue, bro.
I'm saying that. I'm saying you don't choose to have a mental issue. So
we're not talking about that.
I am. Say if this girl had,
you drinking out the bottle. He drinking out the bottle. Talking about mental issues. The Bordeaux on. He got the Bordeaux on. He got the Bordeaux on. Yeah. Listen. Continue because we're not talking about mental issues.
Insecurity issues.
Already?
Insecurity issues. She's going through depression, and then this man comes by and say, "Hey, I got this good stuff for you." So now she's thinking this is matching her depression by maybe she's happier now because she's with this man who sees her for more than what she sees for herself. And then he flips the switch because he's a fucking narcissist. Now he's telling her, no, exactly how you feel, exactly what you think about yourself, you are that. You're nothing. You're dirt. And then tomorrow, the next day, turn around, you're the best thing that ever happened to me. That's
so true.
That's fucked up.
That's a real thing.
It's how narcissists bait people with mental issues, and then they make them feel like they're the best person alive at the same time by beating the shit out of them and making them feel like they're nothing.
When you say beating mentally, right?
Sometimes both.
You speaking from experience?
No, because like if you ask me, it's not the physical part. No,
I hate
but
him.
if you ask me,
I hate him.
You were the only one in the room that.
Oh, I missed it.
You
No,
missed it.
Damn.
She was talking about that, and I'm asking if she's speaking from experience.
You don't have hands like that.
Oh, no. No, what I'm saying is like I don't know the way. I don't know. I don't know how deep.
Listen, man.
I don't want to serious this the fuck out, but I'll be like, yo, it sounds like just the relationship to me.
Fear is a choice, regardless of anything. But when it comes down to it, fear is a choice.
Yeah,
At the end of the day, regardless of whatever you want to think, do, act, say, whatever, fear is a choice, and you choose to stay in it. Is it harder sometimes to get out of that fear? Yes. Do you need assistance sometimes? Absolutely. But fear is a choice. Every day you choose to stay in your certain situation, bro, you are choosing to give in to some kind of fear.
I would say fear is like a muscle that you need to strengthen. I would like.
It's a choice.
No.
You choose to be a weak bitch.
No, you don't choose to be a weak bitch. Sometimes
go to the gym.
When you no. Sometimes you be in situations that you may not be physically or mentally prepared for. It's some new shit. I ain't never even seen this shit before. So sometimes you have to learn the shit, see what's going on, build the strength up, get mentally stronger, grow in whatever facet it is, and then you could be like, oh shit, I see what this is now. I didn't know what this was before, but now I see.
How many situations have you been in where you realize that?
There's been a lot of different.
And how many times did you say no more?
A lot, but it took. Sometimes it took months, even years to recognize
nobody's
it.
talking about the length you choose. What I'm talking about is you were in a situation.
Exactly what we're talking
we're
about.
arguing. No, and it's the thing. We're arguing two separate points. All right,
No,
Kanye, I got it. What I'm trying to say, and I don't mean to cut you like that. I mean, he's just Kanye. He's going to keep saying it.
You Kanye me right now.
What he's saying is that we're arguing about the outcome. He's talking about the outcome. We're talking about the time it takes to get there. We're arguing two separate points of the same thing. Yes, it's like, all right, come on, let's. That's it. And the overall argument at the point, the purpose of this is just talking about. I just find it very convenient at the time, but nonetheless. I guess she's in her Kanye bag because she chose. But no longer she don't want it. I mean, no longer she don't want to fuck with bro. Cool. That's it. Both of us are right in this conversation. That's why I'm like it. That's why we're trying to meet in the middle, but there is no middle on this because one of us is describing the journey and the other person describing the destination.
Yeah.
So it's not.
I don't think it's a cash grab because I'm sure she knows nothing's gonna happen to Diddy.
The 30 M's, even if you cut that bitch in half or 25% of that.
Nothing's going to happen to Diddy.
Nothing's going to happen. Yeah.
He's not even going to see in the inside of a courtroom on this.
Well, it's funny you say that because the Shade Room just updated. Diddy reportedly the subject of a secret NYPD criminal investigation involving his sexual assault. Just broke in the Shade Room 30 minutes ago. So, news break. This might be a little bit more serious than we think, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe
if all the men come forward and say, "Hey, he touched me."
Yep. This is where I got to turn her mic down.
Day 26 come forward and says Diddy did it, he's done. Day 26 needs to come out. Cassie ain't gonna get it done. We need day 26.
And that's fucked up.
Came forward and said it.
Who?
You need niggas.
Danity came said,
damn, no, that's
these sexual acts before we can go and perform.
But I ain't gonna lie, that's dirty that we need niggas.
I guess
like
you could
the
say
women aren't enough.
Right?
Now that is the shitty part is the fact that we need niggas to come forward to say it. The women aren't. That is wrong.
forward and say, yeah.
Niggas ain't gonna come out and say, yeah, Diddy clap my cheeks. They ain't gonna say that. They ain't gonna say that. Oh, hell no.
At what price point? All right, let's have a conversation.
Oh, you know what?
No, hold on.
Go ahead. Please
at
go.
what
Mo.
price point?
Would you let somebody clap your
Please,
cheek?
no. Like, explain further, explain further.
Hold on. At what price point?
Wait. Is that where we're going with this?
No.
I want to hear Mo. Stop.
At what dollar figure? Let's say I'm past if you would let you fuck or not. How much? I'm not having that conversation. The conversation is if it did happen, how much would you need to come forward about it?
I need 5 M's. In my current situation, 5 M's.
5 M's?
I need 5 M's to come out and say, yeah, Diddy clap my cheeks.
Because
that's essentially what it is.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? My answer would be life-changing money, but we've already had this conversation that $600 could be life-changing money.
This nigga can do it for a car payment. He coming forward for a car payment.
If he covered my bills for a month, nigga.
Because the conversation isn't about fucking or not. The conversation is about what's the dollar figure. Are you willing to put your ego aside and come forward about this?
Come forward and admit that it happened to me.
I can't engage in this conversation because it would never happen to me.
Okay. All right,
so,
Mr.
So, dang. So you would just never come forward. You would just continue to be broke.
I would eat that shit.
Ooh, nah.
Go ahead.
I would eat that shit till I die.
Okay.
Pause.
What? Stop leaning into it. They already think we're gay. Go ahead.
There's no way that I could come forth
right
if I was working for somebody on the low and I was letting them do whatever they was doing. There's no way, because once it comes out, it don't matter how much money you got, you just put a target on your back for the rest of your life.
And you know,
how as a victim have you put a target on your back?
Listen, that goes
no.
At what price?
Listen, that goes hand in hand with the question. You know how people have those hypothetical questions? Oh, yeah, how much money would it take for you to do this and this and that, right? Somebody offer you $10 million to suck a dick. Would you do it?
No.
No. Because.
What's that? Guac.
Wait! I didn't see your reaction. Wait! Wait. Okay. Somebody offer you $10 million, you sucking a dick?
10 million is we're not. That's such an age-old conversation. I don't care what the fuck y'all saying. Y'all on y'all high horse. 10 million in a secret. Y'all niggas gonna suck dick.
Who said it gotta be a secret?
No, so I'm saying y'all said $10 million.
Who said it's gonna be a secret? Because you cannot promise that the nigga dick you suck not gonna tell everybody.
You lie. Why we acting like it's a new concept? I ain't do it.
Muhammad.
I ain't do it.
Muhammad.
I ain't do it.
And somebody
What's that dude's name?
Hold on. Pause. If
Oh.
somebody random came out and said Muhammad sucked my dick, how many of us in this room are gonna be like, that nigga lying?
One of y'all will. That's all I need is one.
I would be the one to be like,
Ty would say, yeah. Look,
you know what?
How many of us would say, that nigga lying?
If you put the $10 million stipulation, I might be like,
listen,
that nigga's not
y'all
lying.
niggas.
Because do you know, Mo get $10 million, what's he gonna do with it?
Oh, y'all niggas will never know. We already had this conversation. No, y'all would never know.
We would know.
No, you wouldn't. I promise you.
Because he wouldn't be dressing like this no more.
No,
Yes,
I
he
promise you I will.
Hell no, Mo would continue. Mo would
I
continue.
promise you.
No, we
I
would
promise
know.
you.
We would know. I'm sorry. We would know. They wouldn't know.
Yeah, we would know. I would know.
would know.
I would know this nigga got
Mo
money
would
like
keep
that.
Mo wouldn't even get his hair done.
on.
Mo would literally not get his hair
He would spend
retwisted
that shit
out
on-
of spite.
He would
Get it. He would refuse. I got 10 mil. I'm never getting a retwist. Ever.
He get more
Y'all would
equipment.
never know.
Mo
He
would
walk
turn
in
into
here
J.
with
Cole.
better equipment. We know.
No, he wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't.
No, because bro, the cheapness is in his jeans,
That's what I'm
bro.
saying. Go ahead,
Y'all
Dre.
don't get it.
Let me tell you how we would know. It's because we had a conversation with Mo about this very particular topic, that if he had a certain amount of money, it was only a certain amount of people that would get some of that money. That's how we would know.
Yeah, I would give out some bread. I'll give out some bread, but not enough. It wouldn't be
We
anywhere
would
close
know
to.
if you
You would
Mo,
never know.
That ain't Mike.
I'll
if
tell
you
you that.
ever came to me and gave me
I'm-
anything more than $20,
I was gonna say it would be like a dub for $50. This nigga must have just hit the lottery. This nigga gave me
look,
50.
if Mo came to me and gave me anything more than $20 without me asking for it, my immediate reaction is, whose dick you suck?
Okay.
Oh, that's.
And this is
said
I ain't even trying to go
lottery. I
there.
ain't say it was dick
I
you
even try.
suck.
I ain't even try. Listen, I just took this nigga out to lunch. Y'all, did he think that I sucked some dick to take him out to lunch?
No,
you
that's
ain't gotta.
different.
You ain't gotta suck dick to
That's
take.
That's different.
No,
different. You can
no.
take
That
me out
amount-
to
you
lunch
said
and I'm not
50.
gonna
That-
take that.
nigga, that
if
shit-
you give me a fucking
1800,
Andrew
1800.
Jackson,
Hold on,
that's
hold
on
on,
the 50, right?
hold on.
That's a dub.
Don't even say that.
That is a dub. Who's on the 50?
It don't matter.
It's not. It's
A
not.
slave owner. Keep moving. Keep
If
moving.
you give me anything more than $20 cash, nigga, not take me out to lunch. That's different. You gave me cold hard dead president. My immediate reaction is, whose dick you suck?
Bro, I
And
promise
I didn't ask you for it.
Bro, if you know, but you already know I would give you the you
And
already
I'd
know
have to
that.
ask you for it. If you gave it to me unwarranted.
You would never ask me for bread. So if
Right.
you got bread
so
from me,
if I got bread
Yeah.
from you, you sucked the dick and now you trying
that's
to share
crazy.
the wealth.
That's crazy.
The fuck, nigga? You trying to share
You
the
want to
wealth?
take some of the nut money?
I could not suck a dick for any amount of money on the simple fact.
Y'all niggas
that
said $10 million.
listen, on the simple fact that would get out.
I feel like that
Cap.
is stupid.
Now let me ask you a question. You think if one person in
I
this
know,
room found
everybody-
out that I sucked a dick for money,
What?
if she found out I sucked a dick for money,
How much?
how do you think?
How much?
No.
No, it's how much.
Dan-
This all falls
no,
on the how much.
Muhammad, We
Yes.
know Danielle.
No, listen.
We know Danielle. You
No.
think she gonna let me live that down?
No,
No,
she no. But listen,
no,
listen,
you're not
listen.
gonna live it
If
down,
the
but
if the
it's
amount was
okay
high
how
enough,
much money
she'll
you
shut
got.
up. She gonna shut up.
No,
Now,
I'm not.
now, show
I'm
me.
not
Respectfully,
gonna shut up.
respectfully,
Hold on.
respectfully.
No,
Now,
I'm
look.
never gonna stop being like dick sucker.
Yeah.
But you
What's
gonna, that'll be your new name.
I ain't
in
gonna
my
lie
phone.
though. I wouldn't take 10
This show is a
million.
mess.
No, I wouldn't. I'm not gonna lie.
Grant,
$10 million
good luck.
is not worth my
Listen,
white cracker
I
dick
show
sucking.
up, I show up and say,
man,
Wes,
no,
Wes,
it's
I'll
not
buy you
worth
whatever you
it.
want. Wes gonna say, how you get this money, daddy?
I'm that's that. Listen, what I would do with
You
it-
know my son.
Say your
Yeah.
mouthpiece.
Danny
Yeah.
go. Oh, that
y'all
was so
yelling
slick.
into the fucking.
I can never do it. I'll be broke forever. Can never do it. I'm sorry.
Okay,
and it ain't even an ego thing, nigga. I just cannot live with the consequences of my actions.
And that's why women are stronger than men.
But women don't live in a different. Like obviously we live in different realities, but it's like yo, 10 M's. Like come on, you kidding me?
Women are stronger than men because they suck dick.
No, it's,
Because we
it's-
can do it for
it's-
money.
It's,
It won't.
it's not gonna phase them.
That's a compartmentalization thing
yeah,
at that
and,
point.
and
That's
everybody in here talking shit.
compartmentalization.
Like everybody big shit talking right now. 10 M. Somebody throw a check out there. I don't give a fuck what any of y'all niggas say.
You don't have to be good at it.
Yeah, it's all, like, bro,
just gotta do
I'm
it.
not got to be fucking Miss Be Nasty, bro. Like, like, what are you talking about? Like, 10 M's? That is generational changing money. That's generational. That's generational
Now, is this
changing
in
money,
California or Florida where we sucking dick?
bro.
Pause.
Like, are you kidding me? I can't sit up here and be on this high horse. Like, I can't be on this high horse about financial literacy and then be like, somebody offered me an hour long for 10 M's.
Oh, you think you suck a dick for an hour?
Fuck it.
You think you suck a dick for an hour?
I don't think I'm not for no hour, but I'm trying to say it doesn't matter the time.
If
10 M's?
listen,
are you kidding me?
Theoretically,
Most of
hypothetically,
I've
if
never
I'm
sucked a
sucking dick,
before, but I'm gonna do it for
listen,
an hour. Whoa.
Right, he enjoyed it at that point. That nigga's enjoying it
Bro.
at that point for
10
an hour.
M's? Nah, 10
5
M's.
minutes at best. nigga.
Everybody in here talking.
For an hour? You
What?
suck a dick for an hour?
What? I'm not sucking dick for.
You
I'm
just said an
I'm
hour.
I'm thinking.
You enjoy it at that point.
Look. It's not. You are focusing on the wrong part of it. You focus on the
I'm focusing
duration.
on the right part,
No, you're
nigga.
focusing on the duration. I'm focusing
An
on the
hour?
amount. No, it doesn't matter if it's an hour, 30 minutes,
You
15
said
minutes,
an
5
hour.
minutes. I'm just talking
My
right
wife
now.
ain't letting me come back.
Yes. What I'm trying to say is that sometimes, like I said, it's life changing money. Niggas don't see 10 M's. Listen, right now in this room, there's 4 niggas in this room, right? Add 6 more to this room right now, and only 1% of a chance. Only one of us have a chance of becoming a multimillionaire. So add 6 more niggas
Who
to
is
this
it?
room. I don't know, but you got to add the 6. That's what makes things interesting.
Ty and Devon.
We still short, niggas. You got to keep counting.
Ty and Devon.
We're still short. I'm talking about 10%.
6
And
niggas.
10% is still high. Have a chance to become a millionaire, let alone multimillionaire. You telling me I put some dick in my mouth, became 10 million? Fuck out of here. Fuck all y'all niggas. Best of luck to y'all. Figure it out.
It's like
What you doing?
it's when
You
you
kidding me?
when you present it like that. I'm
That's
like,
what I'm
nah,
saying. When
man,
I'm thinking, I'm not just saying, scrotum.
Yo, Hannah said, you think you Superman?
No, it's,
Was you the choking chief?
it's-
She said, you think you the choking chief?
I don't give a fuck, hey, bro. This question,
Hour, Muhammad.
bro. Listen,
An hour.
when I go,
No, that's for the 50. You suck a dick for an hour, Muhammad.
I'm not saying I'm sucking dick for an
Hour?
but I'm saying
Do you
for an
know how
hour.
60 minutes.
All right, cool. 10 million. I'm not
But
thinking
why
about
would you suck a dick for an hour?
why, because I'm getting $10 million, nigga. I'm not doing this for a fucking
It
pleasure.
shouldn't take an hour.
What I'm
If
saying,
you go slow, you can do it for an hour.
10
That means
million.
you have to marinate the dick in your.
You gotta do all the tricks.
But
10 million.
That means
get
you have
$10
to
million.
marinate the dick in your mouth.
Just don't count the seconds. It'll go past. It'll go past
The
fast.
Dre made a good point. He said the eye contact. All the weird
We're
shit.
done. We're done. I can't move forward.
No.
The eye contact kills me.
Yeah.
We're done.
But that's what I'm saying. Y'all like you guys are thinking from a point of like of like,
We
and
ain't
I'm
on
not gonna
next
say
topic. We're
ego.
done.
Do you gotta do it until he finishes?
All these things, all these details. I'm talking about the $10 million.
Right.
It's 10 million.
Muhammad's talking about the destination. Y'all talking about,
About the journey. Exactly. Here we are again.
Like, y'all talking about the journey. Y'all talking about the destination.
I'm not thinking about that at all.
Wild ass journey, my nigga.
You guys have to understand. You guys, listen, you guys have to think about this. I went from not ever seeing any other nigga's dick to now cleaning dick for my job. You see what I'm saying?
What happened to the HIPAA laws?
But understand, as part of it, I didn't say explicitly what I do. I just being very, I clean. Like I said, that's what I do. Hygiene is important. I literally, for a living, like
He's
for
also a father. He could be talking about Ablo.
yeah, thank you. Thank you. But what I'm trying to say is that what I do now, the things that I said I would never do, I'm doing them. I'm living them. Like you think of like you know.
Listen, man, on my goal to get my man
with you, Mo. I
out the
see nothing
hood,
wrong with it.
and my struggles to get my man out the hood. If any of y'all men out there want to donate some money, this nigga will suck your dick.
And listen, when I'm 10 M's up, you're gonna be like, and I'll change the lock in this fucking. I'll be like, hey, yo, you're done. That's how you'll know I'm up. I'll just be a dick. I'll do rude shit. I'll park a horse in front of your house. Be like, leave your house now, nigga. That's how you know. That's how you know. I'll put 2 polo horses, dripped out in polo, walking back and forth in front of your house and the backyard, and say, now what?
Oh yeah, you committed murder.
Call me.
You're committing
Call me
murder.
throat goat.
You're committing. Oh my god.
It's in
Yeah.
your brain.
Like I'm saying, it's one of those things. Like,
Well,
and
he
then-
selling his mouth
sell
for
your
some money.
soul.
no, Justin said, no price tag for my dignity. I can't be bought. Cool. It's nothing,
listen, man,
nothing
fuck, I'm
against
with
it.
you.
Bro,
And I can't listen. I can't be bought. But understand, 10,
He's like, but I
10
can't.
million
It's like I can't be bought, but
at
I
a
can
certain
be
no,
bought.
comma. I can't be bought at a certain price. $10 million? Are you fucking kidding me? That's a lot of fucking bread. To
That's
put
a
things
lot
in
of money.
to put things in perspective, that's 20 single-family homes in Kern County.
These niggas be
I'll
like,
be, I'll be
To put things in perspective,
He the throat goat.
that's 3 apartment buildings.
Cause he the throat goat.
Listen, fuck it. Say whatever you want. And you can say, we can laugh at this, but I kid you not. For me, just watching just media and entertainment, and this is where I'll go with it. With the 10 M's, I'm going on a podcast tour. Fuck you talking about? On how this moment changed my life, and I'll flip it and say black men's ego has fucked them up for generations. And this is an example of
All
it.
your favorite rappers do it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And I'll be like, a
I
lot
know
of these
y'all
niggas, and the worst part about it, a lot of these other niggas are sucking dick behind doors, and they getting none for me. I came out with 10
You see the
M's.
Lil Baby and James Harden? Did you see the Lil Baby
Hey,
and
Dwight
James
Howard,
Harden?
your role
Daniel?
model?
What?
Dwight Howard, your role model?
Oh, no. See,
Oh, Dwight Howard.
I can't justify that. That nigga already had the M's. You already got the bread, my nigga. Why are you doing this? Why are you
You
doing
know
this?
what's funny? Real quick, you ever watched Cam and Mace show?
Hilarious.
And
Yeah, I see the clips.
Mace is the funniest nigga.
I had
alive,
no
bro.
idea. The worst rapper, but funniest
Yeah.
nigga.
Didn't he have a song "Welcome Back"? Isn't
Yep.
that his song?
Yeah, when he came back, it was
When he-
right before he went back to Jesus.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I ain't forget.
Why every rapper that went to Jesus coming back now to rap?
You want to know why? Because they got that shit.
They realized they out of money.
They had to go talk to Jesus.
Jesus don't be giving
Because
money
he was,
like that.
they
I
was
was,
sucking dick for
no, the
money.
pastor bag is different. When you pastor bagging, the pastor
You
bag
seen
is
the clip
different.
I
No,
showed you.
Honestly-
y'all don't open this topic.
The church
Pastors
merch.
are literally they're Christian rappers. Like pastors are rappers.
Yeah.
That's exactly what
they
they are. They go and they
motivational
put on a
speakers.
show every week. They got their fans, and their fans pay to go and do the thing, man.
Go continue.
Pastors is rappers, bro. Pastors is rappers.
You ever had an interaction with a pastor recently?
I know. Honestly, a lot of pastors today, they're really changing the game. Fear God, Jerry Lorenzo shoes. It's a completely different outlook than the old Southern Baptist churches back in Alabama.
What about the ones that are more that are closest to home?
It's one of those things. It's like I'm seeing the new generation of like a lot more pastors like really see the future of not just religion, but
they
I'm
got
also seeing
foresight and how they run their church.
Oh, bro, all churches. It's not even just in like L.A. Shouts out to Elevation
We're
Church.
talking about Bakersfield pastors.
Oh, I don't really know.
And their church and their foresight.
No, some get it, some don't. You talking about white churches or black churches?
Black ones specifically.
Oh no, I don't know a lot of black churches with it.
What about the ones you do know?
I feel like the issue with the black churches is they're too far behind the curve.
Right?
You know what I mean?
I
feel like at least with the white churches, the white churches be up on shit.
Yeah.
The black churches still be on old shit and trying to make new shit work with old methods. Yeah. That's the issue with the black church.
That's the biggest issue with them, and this shit don't work. They don't understand that they need to be able to embrace the future and just take those fucking sacrifices and say, "Hey, this is for the betterment of my congregation."
But white people get that. That's the issue.
Okay, so I had this thought earlier, real quick.
There's a reason for that, though.
When we talk with the mic this way, it don't work.
Sorry. There's a reason for that.
When we talk with it like this, because we tight, it don't work. You gotta There you go. Like we want $10 million. Do it like you're doing for $10 million.
I can't do it like that. I'm not gonna do it like that. There's a reason why in white churches it works for them to do the same things versus in black churches, because now the children are growing up seeing things for themselves and not just doing as you're told and keeping things behind closed doors. You cannot be going to church, praising the Lord, and then beating the shit out of me when in the house, or letting somebody do stuff or doing drugs and all this other stuff behind closed doors, but you want to go to church. Praise Jesus, let me do tithe and service. When I see you stick your hand in there and grab a couple, but then you want me to go to church and do this, it's different. Now in white churches, they're told, if you want this money, you're gonna be quiet.
Have you ever been to a white church?
Yes, I have.
Mm-hmm.
What is a white church?
It's not.
I will say
15 minutes long.
No,
it's
I will say
beautiful.
the white churches have very good hierarchy and structure.
Yeah.
That's the one
what
thing.
What is a white, like, how do...
We trying to explain it to you. Let us finish.
You're not listening, nigga.
He don't do it. He don't.
Nigga just doubled down in the question.
Like,
go ahead, David.
I feel like the issue, like with niggas, I feel with black people or with nigga churches, I feel like everyone wants to be that nigga. Like with niggas, everyone wants to be that nigga. But with white people or with like non-denominational churches, I'll say non-denominational. With non-denominational churches, it's more about the system and where you fit into the system and the pat on your back. The pat on your back you're getting from the person above you. Like with black people or black churches, I feel like everyone wants to be the boss. Everyone wants to be that person. In non-denominational white churches, it's about, oh, how can I get a good job from the pastor? Like, I just want to hang out with the pastor. Because with them, it's like, it's just more structured and there's hierarchy.
It's about making money.
Yeah, it's about making money. And everyone knows what's up. And so it's like, you know, if you fuck up the system or the money, you're going to get exiled. Like, they're not going to fuck with you because you fucked up the system.
But what's the structure? Like, we all know how black churches are structured, right?
It's the same way. The difference between a lot of white business and, like, black business. It just happens to be that there's a...
Oh, this shit's fucking me up. I should not have fucking hit this.
Oh, well, yeah, because you repeating questions that you just said.
Yeah, this shit is not
yeah, you just... yeah, what I'm trying to say is that it's the same thing with like white business and like black business. You understand when there's white churches, people are really going there to praise. Like that's it. It's not to be you have to think of some of these titles in a lot of black churches. Deacon of the elder of the West Side.
I was made a deacon at my church and I didn't even want it.
But listen, understand that's not a real title. An elder just means you got old. You know, it's like in a white church, if you're saying I'm an elder, they're looking at you crazy.
You've
like
been there for a while.
Yeah, but in the black church, it's just the fact that you're an old, like you had to get this title for being here so long. Where in white churches, you just been there for so long. Oh, no, go ahead, Dre.
No, an elder is somebody that's under the pastor. That's a name that they call it.
Yeah.
I mean, terminology wise, if you do look it up on Safari, elder does mean somebody that's older. But I guess
it's not a real title. It's not something that. You know, it's not something you can really the only real title within a church is arguably the pastor.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing of like true value when you start thinking of faith-based organizations. Choir director, your MD, your music director, and then your pastor. Everything else is secondary.
You
At that point, it's just respect. Like you're calling
exactly.
elder,
You're saying
it's
elder
a
out of
respect.
respect.
Thing, yeah.
You
Well,
say
well,
faith.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
You say faith-based with the notion you're speaking about Baptist, non-denominational Catholic, right?
Well,
What
you said 3 different hoods, but go ahead.
But
Yeah.
I mean, I just assume that they all fall under
No,
the
they do not.
umbrella
No, they do not. Hell
of
fucking no.
faith-based.
I mean, hell fucking no in that situation. But yeah. Oh, yes. They all fall under remixes of Christianity. Yes.
Right. What about Scientology?
I know nothing.
That's a different. That's
Yeah,
just a
that's a
different
whole-
religion.
Faith-based?
No, it's a
No,
different.
no,
yeah,
that's
it's
a whole different
That's a whole
religion.
other. Yeah, that's closer. Yeah, that's closer to being like a fucking. What's the people who can't use
You're
technology?
more so trying to prove
Mormon?
God
Amish.
wrong.
Amish. Yeah, so being Scientology is like rich. It's like when the Amish made it out the hood and started getting money, they become
Scientology
Scientology.
is the
It
next step.
follows the same like,
Like the official religion of Hollywood.
but
Scientology is different. That
Closer.
the Scientology is different, and it's not really based on religion. It's based on power, strictly power, and like control. That's it. It has no religion in there.
it it's one of those. I know very little about Scientology, but I can say that I do know a lot about just overall, just what do you call it, just faith organizations. I realize if the overall question I want to come back to when he is saying what's the overall, were you asking what's the difference between the
You
things?
say it's all faith-based, and then so I'm just trying to find the line drawn between your stereotypical faith versus somebody like a cult or Scientology or
Oh, that's a whole can of worms. We got to create an episode for that. It's
an
very.
episode on religion.
It wouldn't be
Let's
religion.
do it.
No, it wouldn't be. It wouldn't
Let's
be. And
do
that's the
it.
first mistake. You can't call it religion. You have to say.
Why not?
It would have to. Let me. Is this what you deal with?
Yes.
It wouldn't be a conversation about religion. It would be a conversation about spiritual organizations. Some of them fall into religion. Some of them fall into cults. Some of them fall into, energy.
I like that.
You
I
see what I'm
like
saying?
that.
So
Technically,
you have to
they're
say,
all cults, but
but that's
it's
what I'm saying.
different-
It all depends
there's
on.
different
It
levels to
depends
it.
on what side of the fence where you stand. That's really what it all boils down.
And I
So
guess
spiritual organizations would be the way I would present the episode, and then you would make subcategories.
So it'd be a conversation for next episode.
I wouldn't know enough in that amount of time. That's honestly,
we got 7 days.
as much as I love talking about this topic, I will refuse to have this conversation long, strong, like drawn out, without having representatives, at least 2 from one party, because it would be
So do you
ignorant of me to be like,
we
I
can-
know.
I mean, do you know any Catholics?
No, I'm talking about like true representatives. I know people who are Catholic, obviously, but I ain't gonna be like, nigga, you went to church once. Tell me about fucking church. I don't want
know
that.
Jehovah's Witness.
It's people who are high. I would find the pastors of every hood. What? Oh Lord, that's what I'm saying. Like I think that I think it's a great conversation.
I think
it's a
that's
great
a conversation
conversation.
we should
But I don't
have.
think you and I sitting here would be the one. I don't think that's
No, we
true.
could. 'Cause
Absolutely not.
I've
I
done.
think you and I with other strong people who have background in it.
Because I've in all honesty, I'm not a very religious person,
Right.
spiritual, but I have maybe 3 or 4 significant religious symbols tattooed on me from different religions. Right, I have both types of Buddha tattooed on me.
Yeah, because it's once again, it's a spiritual organization that you represent with. That's why you put it on your body. But if I told you have to be full on Buddhist, you wouldn't have that Hennessy next to you. You wouldn't be hitting that pin.
Oh, and that's why
but
I'm
that's
not
what I'm
religious.
saying. But it's one of those things. It's like human beings love spiritual organizations, and it don't matter which way you go. This is a conversation I had with my wife, whether it's somebody who identifies with fucking witches or somebody who literally identifies with Jesus Christ. Everyone, as human beings, no matter what you say, you can put me in a room with the most atheist nigga in the world. At a certain point, he or she believes in something. At a certain point. Now,
I mean, the non-belief of something is the belief
of something. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I have and like Neil deGrasse Tyson talked about this, yada yada. He feels like you're just a ball of matter, and then you will disappear, dissipate, and feel. You believe in something.
And
It's
so,
just you haven't been pushed to that point to where you have to believe
right,
it.
and so I want to sow the seeds of next episode, right? On the topic of religion. And
I'll research that. I'm interested in
Listen,
that.
as I'm saying, I'm gonna sow the seeds for next episode, right?
I'll bring my wife on.
Listen, on the topic
That
of
God.
listen, let me get my motherfucker.
I love you,
Go ahead,
Q.
yeah,
I
go
love my
ahead.
cousin. His wife.
Sowing the seeds of next episode,
Go ahead.
talking about religion and death. There's in Hollywood, because I'm gonna get to a point. I feel like in Hollywood, a lot of the movies that are made, there's some basis in every genre of movie made, whether it's ghosts, aliens, anything. There's some basis of every movie made, right?
Yeah.
And so there's a few movies made where the topic of the movie is what's the word? Where they kill themselves and then they revive themselves.
Oh, I mean, I call it self-transitioning. I don't like to say
No.
suicide.
It's a specific movie where the point of the movie is to experience death and see what the other side is, but they revive themselves after. I can't remember what the name of the movie is.
I have a client that I work with that literally had 3 strokes in like 24 hours, and he almost died. And because he almost died, he came back with a whole new rejuvenation and sense of life and what he should do and what his purpose is. And so that death, the experience of being of having death flatlining and maybe coming back or doing that's a definite real thing.
I want to speak on that a little bit more because death is the great mystery of the world. What happens after we die? And there's people out there who base their entire lives on figuring that out. It's called flatliners, where they kill themselves, but then they brought back to experience that mind of what happens.
I didn't know that was
die.
a population of people.
Oh yeah,
I find that very funny that you're willing to have that conversation. But when I said we only have about 50 or 30 more summers left, you were like, "Shut up." But that's essentially what I said. I was like, "Yo, we really only have 50 more times we're gonna see June, realistically."
It's the optics, nigga. How you say things.
We're promised 75.
Yeah, listen, as a black man, you cut that bitch in half. Don't get stupid.
But that's something I want to speak on next episode.
I like it. And then, like I said, next episode I'll have Key come on because I feel that she is a strong representative within faith. And at a certain point, I'm just going to switch chairs and it would just be you and Key. That's going to be great.
I don't want to talk with Key about religion.
Yeah,
I know how to talk the talk.
I know,
you've seen it.
but she know how to smell it. Like, oh, okay, he learned.
I grew up in the church.
I know, and that's why she's good at me. She's like, oh, he know the dance. All right,
yeah,
bet.
I grew
Watch.
up in the
And
church.
she'll hit you with a watch this.
Hey, I grew up in the church. I was a deacon.
Oh,
Who
that's
was
true.
deacon?
How you a deacon
was?
in your 20s is crazy. That's what I'm saying. These
I
titles
wasn't
mean
20.
nothing.
I was younger than 20.
Oh, excuse me. You're right, because you were already in fucking DC before. Yeah, no, you can't be a deacon.
And I was a deacon.
Damn, that means your church was dying out.
It's
You're the
it's
adult.
still kicking. It's still kicking right now.
To make a teenager a deacon means
He was just that deep. He was that deep.
I grew up. When I say grew up, nigga, I mean I was a child.
I was trying to get close.
West age, stop. No, not a woman. 'Cause I got stories for that too. But I was like West age. I grew up in the church. From West age to a nigga with sense. I grew up in the church, so I know the talk. Know how to walk the walk.
We'll have a conversation. I
was in Easter plays and all that.
Yeah, it's funny.
I
Ablo,
play my trumpet.
Big blowers and all that.
Ablo's about to be baby Jesus in the in a play coming up.
So cute.
Yeah, I was one of the wise men.
Yeah.
Man, listen, I know.
In the basket?
Yeah. Yeah.
For all of y'all that are still in the comments, which is just Hana, which we appreciate you because that
Thank
does
you.
drive
The conversation.
our conversations forward. Everybody else that watches, we appreciate you watching. We wish you would comment because I know y'all got thoughts, but we'll take our time. We'll get there. Again, it's been a few weeks since we recorded. We're gonna try and get on a better recording schedule. Ty's he's trying to get his life right, which we applaud him for. So we miss him dearly. But again, thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate everybody tuning in. Tell your friends every Thursday, 7-ish, maybe.
Yeah. No, it's going to be printed in mag 7.
7.
Yeah, it's print. It's in print now. I got
Yeah,
it.
Killjoy number 6 coming out within the next few weeks. Man.
Here it is,
Look out
right
for
here.
that.
And number 6 done drop, y'all. Make sure you go cop number 6. Yeah. Scared you for a quarter.
Yeah, I did. I was like, please don't do that shit. Here with my co-host
Mohammed Cook, and to the right of me is the one and only
David Costin,
our
David
guest
Wayne
host.
Costin III.
Yeah, our
Yeah,
guest
man.
our guest host.
Our guest host. You guys stay optimistic.
No, it's stay happy, stay optimistic. I appreciate you guys. And what else should the people stay?
Stay asking questions.
Stay asking questions. It's good. Rolling off the back of religion.
Yeah.
And then what else should the people stay doing, David?
Stay blessed and highly favored. You're always blessed and highly favored no matter what. You that nigga, you are who you think you are. You just got to believe, have that confidence. You're going to make that shit happen. I promise you.
I love it. I love to hear it. It don't matter because I'm going through that time in my life. By the way, y'all, we're closing out, but I got fired from Garces.